welcome back to my channel. My name's Jessica. I know I'm looking a little bit crazy right now because all I have on is my eyeshadow and my lashes, but that's because today I'm going to show you how I prevent smile lines, forehead lines, any kind of lines. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. This is going to be a pretty quick tutorial. If you like quick tutorials like these, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. But without further ado, let's get started. To prime my face, I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish. I feel like, yes, primer is a factor in preventing smile lines. My favorite primers are either this one. I do really like the Benefit Professional one. I don't have it with me, but either one of these two or any kind of primer that's pore filling or just pretty much pore filling. Usually they say things like decrease lines and such, but I think this is a very promising primer, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. And I do use primer all over my face. I know some people only put it in certain areas. I just kind of slap it everywhere. So for foundations, I don't really have a preference. My favorite foundations currently right now, it's the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. And the main product that I love, which is the main reason for this video, is the RCMA No Color Powder, which looks like this. I put it in my Laura Mercier translucent powder little component, just because I don't really like the packaging of this, and I'll just keep putting it in here. And it's pretty easy. A lot of translucent powders have similar packaging, so all I do is kind of just pop the top off. It's kind of hard right now. Once this was finished, I filled it with the RCMA powder, and this is the main thing that sets my face really well. And that's not all. Keep watching so you know how I use this. So anyways, I'm gonna put on my foundation. I'm just gonna speed right through that because we know how to put foundation on. I'm also going to use my concealer, which is the NARS Creamy Concealer in medium 1 Custard. So I'm just going to put that under the eye, nose, chin, usual spots. Alright, so we have all the foundation on and my concealer. Before we start setting, you just want to make sure that it already hasn't, that already has not started creasing. So make sure you just go over those places really well. For me, it's right on the crevices of my nose and under my eye and my forehead. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use the same beauty blender. I'm not gonna use it anymore, so it's okay if I get powder all over it. And I am going to get some of the RCMA or translucent powder, whichever one you're using, but again, I recommend this one. I'm gonna start with under my eye. I like leaving this one on just a little bit longer, so I'm gonna do that first. And then I make sure to powder my nose right here. Whatever that's left over, I'm gonna grab that powder and I'm gonna start going where I get those creases. And this beauty blender obviously is still kind of damp when I put my foundation on. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab that powder and you're gonna keep bouncing or tapping until the powder dissolves and melts into your skin. And I'm gonna repeat those steps on the rest of my face. See, it's not as scary once you just keep on pouncing away. The white powder just dissolves. And even though the tip of my nose doesn't crease, I still like doing that same thing because not only is this good for setting your face, it's also good for areas that get oily, or if you want to look more matte, this is also a good technique. You should try for that. And I just get oily around my nose, so I like setting that. And then once I'm done, then I take care of my eyes. Now after you do this, like I said, it should dissolve onto your skin without looking like you have a white cast over your face. If you're not using RCMA powder, maybe that'll be in effect if you use a different kind of powder, but it happens sometimes. A good trick to do if you feel like you have a white cast over your face, I'm not going to do it right now because I feel like I don't need it, but you can just grab a setting spray or any kind of facial spray. For example, this Morel Badescu. You spray it all over your face. Before it dries down, you just do the same thing and tap it in. Because really all it is maybe your sponge wasn't wet enough, or you know, it was getting dry, so it needs more I can't talk. It needs more moisture so the white powder can really just melt into the skin. That's really all it is. But anyway, I'm gonna finish the rest of my face. If you would like to see how I did that, go ahead and go to my Instagram so you can see how I did the rest of my face. But other than that, I'm gonna finish getting ready and I'll be right back. Alright, that concludes this tutorial. If you want to see how I achieved the rest of my face, go ahead and follow me on Instagram where I post #ThrowbackThursday tutorials every Thursday. I pretty much use throwback songs and incorporate that into mini tutorials. So if you would like to see that, go ahead and follow me there. Other than that, if you like little tutorials like this, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time.